To demonstrate the chatbot, we're going to do this using an existing dashboard in Present. This allows users to run dashboards, use any pre-existing visual, open the chatbot, and make changes to the visual on the fly using questions and commands. So for example, I can type the word add cost, it'll find the measure called cost, and it will bolt it on to the existing query. It doesn't change the query that was there before, it simply adjusts it. So in the second example, we will say top 5 promotions using the autocomplete function. It'll then add top 5 promotions to the chart while pivoting the occupation hierarchy to the columns and showing the 3 measures that we had before, with the automated visual changing the grid accordingly. Importantly, it doesn't change the visual, it simply adjusts it. Here we're again using time intelligence, comparing this year to last year, again additive to the existing query. And last but not least, we're going to use some geospatial intelligence, where it found California, New York, and Texas as states and added them to the query as well. What is nice is the ability to be able to remove things. So for example, here we remove the cost metric from the equation, and by the same token we can also replace certain items as well. So here we're going to replace returns with sales. In this case here, it took the returns off, and because it can't find sales, again it's put in revenue using the thesaurus to look up an alternative entity. These commands and these instructions can be written in plain English, and they can be done in composite. So here, for example, we're going to add and remove 2 elements at the same time. For example, adding months and then removing promotions. The next example, we're going to remove the state and occupation hierarchies while adding sex and merchandise, which the engine now needs to find and resolve. Interestingly enough, again, it doesn't have sex or merchandise, and basically decides to find gender and product and puts it into the query for us. Next, we're going to focus again with some time intelligence, but this time typing in a specific year, 2020. It understands what to do there. We're going to remove hierarchies. We're going to change the visualization, so we're going to flip to a line chart. And now we're going to apply some advanced analysis by asking the engine to forecast expenses for 6 months. It does that by adding expenses to the visualization and forecasting it out, as can be seen. Using the reset command, we're now going to demonstrate some of the other functionalities. In this case, we're going to remove some of the noise, removing occupation, and then showing the most expensive subcategories. Here you can see product subcategory is drawn for us, the expenses measure is added, and it is sorted high to low in a grid. In the next stage, we're going to change to a column chart and then ask it to run an advanced analysis, being outlier analysis, using a multivariate outlier regression. And here all the outlier product subcategories are shown in yellow, the other ones are shown in blue. All the while, the query remains fully interactive with the rest of the dashboard. Slicing, dicing, pivoting, totaling, and whatnot is all fully functional. The last example is to demonstrate the pronoun intelligence. Here the question understands to look for John, which is a name, and to show states.